Corporations spend billions of dollars every year on cybersecurity. They build firewalls. They encrypt their data with 256-bit military-grade keys. They implement zero-trust architecture and biometric scanners. They believe their fortress is impenetrable. But they are wrong, because every fortress has a back door, and that back door is not digital, it is biological.
This is social engineering. It is the art of hacking humans. While a computer executes code based on logic, a human executes actions based on emotion, trust, bias, and fatigue. A computer cannot be tricked by a smile. A computer cannot be manipulated by a crying baby. A computer does not feel the social pressure to be polite, but you do.
In the security world, there is a saying, amateurs hack systems, professionals hack people. Why spend months trying to crack a firewall when I can just call the administrative assistant, pretend to be from the IT department, and ask for her password? The strongest encryption in the world is useless if the person holding the key gives it away because they thought they were helping a colleague. In this video, we will expose the source code of the human mind. We will analyze pretexting, the art of fabricating reality. We will explore OSINT, how hackers build a dossier on you before they ever say hello. And we will stare into the terrifying future of AI deepfakes, where your own voice can be used against you. Welcome to Umbra Decode. There is no patch for human stupidity.
A social engineer never goes in blind. Before they make the attack, they perform reconnaissance. In the industry, this is called OSINT, Open Source Intelligence. They scour your digital footprint. They know where you work, they know your job title, they know who your boss is. But they also know the name of your dog. They know where you went on vacation last week, they know your favorite sports team.
They use this data to build rapport. When they call you, they don't sound like a stranger. They sound like an old friend. Hey, Mike, how was that trip to Cabo? By the way, Sarah from accounting told me to call you. Because they possess inside information, your brain categorizes them as trusted insider. You lower your shields.
Furthermore, they use OSINT to crack your passwords without hacking. Most people use variations of their children's names, pets' names, or birth years. If a hacker has your Instagram, they likely have your password. You are broadcasting the keys to your life to the entire world every single day.
Once the intel is gathered, the hacker constructs the pretext. A pretext is not just a lie, it is a fabricated scenario that uses your own biases against you. The most effective pretext relies on visual hacking. If you see a man in a FedEx uniform holding a package, your brain does not ask, is he really a FedEx employee? Your brain uses a heuristic, a mental shortcut. Uniform plus box equals delivery man. You hold the door open for him. You have just breached security.
This exploits the halo effect. When you look the part, people suspend their critical thinking. If you act with confidence, people assume you belong there. The question, who are you, is considered rude, and socially we are terrified of being rude. Social engineers weaponize politeness. They know you would rather risk a security breach than risk an awkward social interaction. The pretext also uses contextual noise. Hackers will play audio of a busy office or a crying baby to sell the lie. If they call you pretending to be your bank and you hear call center noises in the background, your skepticism vanishes. If they call pretending to be a distressed mother and you hear a baby crying, your empathy overrides your logic. They are painting a picture with sound, and you are trapped inside the frame. Social engineers do not hack software bugs. They hack cognitive biases. They utilize Robert Cialdini's principles of persuasion as weapons. 1. Authority bias. We are conditioned from childhood to obey authority figures.
If a hacker calls a junior employee and says, "This is the CEO, I'm in a meeting and my password isn't working. Fix it now or you're fired," the employee freezes. Fear of punishment shuts down the logic center. They comply without verifying. This is the CEO fraud scam.
2. Artificial urgency. Your account has been compromised. We need to reset it within 3 minutes or you lose everything. Urgency triggers the amygdala hijack. When you are panicked, you cannot think critically. You act. The hacker demands speed because speed kills logic. If they give you time to think, they lose.
3. Reciprocity. This is the quid pro quo. The hacker calls and says, "Hey, I see you have a virus on your system. I can fix that for you right now. I just need you to download this file." They offer a solution to a problem they created. Because they are helping you, you feel obligated to help them back by following their instructions. It is a Trojan horse wrapped in a gift. This is not theoretical. In 2023, MGM Resorts, a multi-billion-dollar casino empire, was brought to its knees. Slot machines went dark. Hotel room keys stopped working. Elevators shut down. How did they do it? Did they use a supercomputer? No. They found an employee on LinkedIn. They called the IT help desk. They pretended to be that employee. They said, "I lost my password." The IT help desk reset the password and gave it to the hacker. That 10-minute phone call cost MGM over $100 million in damages.
In 2022, Uber was breached by a teenager. He used a technique called MFA fatigue. He had the password, but he needed the multi-factor authentication code sent to the employee's phone. He spammed the employee with hundreds of login requests in the middle of the night. Then he messaged the employee on WhatsApp, pretending to be IT support. "Hey, I know these notifications are annoying. Just accept one and it will stop." The tired, annoyed employee clicked approve. Access granted. Game over.
If the past was dangerous, the future is terrifying. We have entered the era of AI-generated social engineering. It used to be that if you heard your mother's voice on the phone, you knew it was her. That reality is gone.
With just 3 seconds of audio from your Instagram story or TikTok, an AI can clone your voice perfectly. It can make you say anything in your tone with your emotional inflection. This is the grandparent scam 2.0. A hacker calls your grandmother. She hears your voice. You are crying. You're in jail in Mexico. You need money wired now. She doesn't doubt it. Why would she? It's you.
In 2024, a finance worker in Hong Kong transferred $25 million to scammers. Why? Because he was on a video conference with his CFO and several colleagues. They looked real. They sounded real. But every single person on that call, except the victim, was a deepfake. The technology has outpaced our biological ability to detect truth. We can no longer trust our eyes or our ears.
How do you survive in a world where reality can be spoofed? You must adopt a zero-trust mindset. The old Russian proverb said, "Trust, but verify." The new protocol is never trust, always verify. Protocol 1. Out-of-band verification. If you get an email from the CEO asking for a wire transfer, do not reply to the email. Call his cell phone. Walk to his office. Use a different channel to verify the request. If the email channel is compromised, the hacker will just reply, "Yes, it's me." Protocol 2. The safe word. Establish a safe word or duress code with your family today. If your daughter calls claiming she is kidnapped, ask for the word. If the AI voice cannot produce the word, hang up. Protocol 3. Break the urgency. If anyone demands immediate action, it is a scam. Real emergencies allow for verification. Scams do not. Take a breath. Delay. The moment you slow down, the hacker's power dissolves. You are the human firewall. The technology will fail. The antivirus will miss the threat. In the end, security comes down to your ability to say no to a nice person holding a clipboard. Be polite, but be paranoid.
To update your mental software, subscribe to Umbra Decode. Verify everything.